What's goody? We back. Yeah, doing that thing. Respect the tilt. You got me. Great Robino. Robino Nation. I'm taking over. This is my show now. Not really. You got Flyman over there. You got JT. Because they won't let me take over. So I'll let them say something.
JT, aka Jupiter Tribe, aka Joust Tings. I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, and it's your boy Flying Man. We can't let Rob take over because he can't handle things. He's
Man,
he's scared out here. He's a little boy.
I do what I do. But today, we on here to talk about unpopular opinions in
We're gonna
anime.
offend some people.
Yeah. We're here
But
to offend them
first-
all.
Alright, it's been a long week, right? What's got y'all tilted?
Man, I ain't ever tilted.
It's a lie. We did this segment before, and you told us to tilt.
That wasn't me.
Do
It's on record.
Does fantasy got you tilted this week, Robino?
Man, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you dropped 5 players in one day.
I didn't drop 5 players.
You can't figure it out.
You probably dropped like 5-6 players in the whole week though.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie though. I am now the person with the most acquisitions at 40.
40?
Dang, son!
Oh my god!
Man, I be playing this system because look.
I'll be playing the system.
So I have a person playing, and then they're gonna play like a few days later. So in that in between time, I drop that person, and then I pick up somebody else who's gonna play in between that, and then after they play, I drop that person and get the first person I already had back. So then now I'm getting points for 3 games instead of just 2.
I mean,
I don't know what's happening this week though, because my people are trash. I think I have the lowest points in the whole.
you getting smacked this week.
Bro,
You're down like 150, 200.
Bro, that's not my fault that my people who normally give me like 20 points are getting like 4 points this week.
Colby's got a close game this week.
You get it together.
Man, it's not my fault.
Oh man, how about you, Fly?
I don't know. Probably when when people be trying to get a hold of people, and they be like, "Yeah, I got you in a few minutes." And it takes them like 40 minutes, and then at that point, I'm like, "Bro, this is the end of my day. Like, I'm done working.
I gotta go.
Yo, man, I can't be doing that. I need help. Help me!"
They always take their time to help you.
Right. I need help. I'm just joking, man. I mean, but still though. Things don't revolve around me. I know this. But I've been trying to catch this person for like 3 days.
I think one thing that got me tilted is the good old apartment gym that I go to. I go with some coworkers, and we've been pretty consistent. But one of the most frustrating things is trying to work out with somebody that don't really want to work out. Because whenever we get there, we'll get in and we're start putting in that work, but then they'd be ready to leave after like maybe 20 minutes. Kind of makes it harder for the rest of us to do that.
I remember when we used to go to the gym with someone else, and they was just on their phone the whole time.
I didn't see them do 1 rep. I mean, we were out there and we were getting it, I think we probably
Right around and getting it.
we probably worked the hardest for sure. But now you're built like a piece of broccoli, so
But
you gotta get back out there.
I don't have an afro anymore.
Oh, you got baby dreads. You out there built like a executor.
Okay.
Do you know which one that is?
No,
I know which one that is.
I don't.
Coley knows what I'm talking about.
Mega Evolution Executor.
Yeah.
That long neck. Long
Yeah.
Long neck. So what? I'm Candace from Phineas and Ferb now.
Nah, bro, you a
Nah,
palm
bruh.
tree. That's what you
Palm
Okay, I know what you're talking about when you say palm tree.
Yeah, it's got 3 faces. It's a palm tree. That's what your dreads look like.
Man, you don't even know me.
I'll see you next week. Don't play.
But we need to talk about these opinions. And
I'm opinionated.
And why my opinion is right and yours is wrong.
That's right. I respect that.
So,
Be entitled to your own opinions, especially if they're right.
so since we're saying that yours is wrong, I'll let one of you guys go first.
Oh, God. Alright, fine, man. What are you thinking? Tell me yours. Tell us yours.
I think he died. Is that the opinion?
No, he's there, ain't he?
I asked you.
Yeah, he just asked you a question. What you talking about?
I asked you.
He said
Oh.
Yes. What? I'm confused.
Hey, bro, I'm tripping. I thought
Me and Rob were sitting here. We were like, just waiting.
talking to Robino. Stop. Okay.
Hey, that circus took it out of you.
I know. Huh?
All right. Yeah. So my unpopular opinion in the anime world is I'm gonna offend some people. Okay. But I
Metal
think
trash.
no. Full Metal is godlike, god tier. Okay. But what's not god tier is Hunter x Hunter.
Woo.
Yes, I said it. I think Hunter x Hunter is. People overrate the term overrated. They use it a lot. But I don't think it should be considered in the upper echelon of the anime pantheon of stuff. So, and my reasoning for this is because it's unfinished. Okay, like I know the
They was
manga's
fighting them
unfinished.
bugs though.
I know the manga's unfinished and whatever, but you can't. I just don't think you can call something one of the greatest creations or I don't know, greatest anime when it's unfinished and half of the characters you don't get to see like satisfying resolutions for them or experience the journey of the resolution for them. You know what I mean? And it just sucks when the story presents itself one way initially, like build up all these characters. Like I might be screwing up some names here, so forgive me. Dude with the glasses, Leoro, is that his name right?
Leorio.
Yeah, Leorio and Kurapika. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, right. So I think these two are the biggest offenders of like just real crappy, great build up and just crappy payoff because we never
Leorio, he's just there for support.
Right. But
I mean, he want to be Phoenix Wright so bad.
Right, but
That's
I
what
feel
that
like
is.
I felt like there were characters that they had such build up, but you never got to see the full journey or anything like that of how they panned out. And
I mean, stuff's happening with Kurapika, but
yeah,
that's manga stuff, and it's been like a year since.
See,
It's been over a year actually since the
and I
last
almost-
thing happened.
and I almost felt like if Hunter x Hunter was trying to adapt the manga right initially, and they knew that the creator of the manga was, in all honesty, unreliable and finishing stuff, then they should have just went off on their own and finished their own arcs. Like, because the only person that really has a satisfying story is Gon, and I think it could evolve behind that. I mean, in terms of main characters,
That's kind of asking for a lot for Madhouse to finish something. They don't be finishing arc or seasons. They always, I shouldn't say always, but Madhouse can be known for having one season and an ending. Like they did
Right.
One Punch Man and then they went and did something else.
Right.
That is true.
But you know, and then I also think I'm not gonna deny it though. Like the show has some really good, like the show's power system and its world is awesome. And I really loved how it opened up, like initially, because you know it starts off where things seem simple, but then the power system is a whole lot complex than what it was, you know, initially given and stuff like that. So I thought that was really cool. And the show does have some awesome fights, but I just think, you know, from beyond that, there's so many plots and subplots that I don't think really got the satisfying conclusions that they wanted. You know, for example,
I just know, semi spoiler. Not gonna say who it is, but somebody get messed up, and I feel like they just killed that man off because he was too strong.
So it's a man now.
They killed that man's off. They was like, I don't know how to handle him, so we just gonna kill him off.
Oh, we've seen this person, yeah.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about then, yeah.
yeah. So I'd say that's probably one of my unpopular opinions in the anime world.
All right. I would agree that's not god tier. I say it's one of those animes that's good for people who are starting to try to get really into anime. You know,
I would say that.
You got those ones that like you have to watch. So, you know, I mean, like FMA, Brotherhood, and stuff like that. But then when you want to like try something else, that's kind of a longer investment. You know, when you think that you know you're kind of making the next step, then the Hunter x Hunter is one of those kinds of animes.
I know a lot of times when I watch these lists for like top action or top adventure stuff, Hunter x Hunter is always like number one and 2 always interchange between Hunter x Hunter and Full Metal, depending on what the list is.
See, and that just bothers me because either that tells you one thing, right? Either that it was so great the potential that it still makes top lists, or that I don't know, people are still just I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't. It doesn't click for me. Like I don't get it. Like I do admit, like the journey is great for Gon, but if you can't ignore all the other stuff, like as a complete whole anime, you can't ignore all the other stuff. Because I mean, the heart of the anime seems to be Gon and Killua, right, and their relationship and their friendship and all that other types of stuff. But it didn't start off that way, you know.
See, well, it's like, we know that it's an unfinished anime, and for what is there, like the whole story and all that, like that story, it's you have to say it's like really good, and it's like if there was another season, then what would you put it up there?
Not unless I don't think I would, because I don't think, like I said, just as a whole, a lot of the stuff in the earlier seasons, like it's almost like as if take out all the build up from characters like Kurapika, Dioro, and stuff like that, and the Phantom Troop, and if you scratch that or at least gave those good payoffs, then it would have been great. Like I would have put it on the upper echelon of stuff, but it's just that those don't have good payoffs in the end. If you ask me, you know, like they have so much potential and things they could go and do with it, but they don't ever do or go anywhere with it.
See, so like, if you're not including like character story arcs being finished, then is the anime up there for you though?
I'd say in terms of its story and its main 2 characters, yes. But in terms of as a whole, no.
Okay, because I was gonna say that like the whole individual character arcs, I'm pretty sure they're gonna go into that. Like they're like the stuff that's happening in the manga is heavily for Kurapika. Like you don't even see Gon and Killua anymore. I don't know what happened to them. They basically disappeared once the area where the anime ended. Like when that ended, it transitioned to Kurapika, I think. And it's been on that going down his stuff. But the reason like an anime isn't finished is because the manga's not finished. Like he keeps going on breaks.
Well, I almost feel at that point where I know that like you get into some things, like I said before, like then I think at that point they should finish out things to the best of their ability. But I also know at that point, there could be a betrayal to some, especially for fans of the manga and stuff. You know what I mean? Because people hate the Full Metal Alchemist that isn't Brotherhood.
They got Akami got killed, did the same thing, except they haven't given it the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood treatment.
Right. I'm saying right, like I know what that is.
Oh, you didn't see Akami got killed?
No.
That one's pretty grimy.
Oh, it is?
Yep. Hella action, lots of blood, betrayal.
I used to tell people that it was like I haven't seen Game of Thrones, but I used to tell people that it was like that, but it's probably
What?
not.
I ain't gonna lie to people. I don't think it's anything like that.
I didn't say story wise. I told them more.
Violence wise.
Yeah.
But I still think though,
And not holding on to people.
yeah, but I still think in terms of Gon though, the only thing that didn't get a good resolution or finish with him was his rivalry with the jester guy from the Phantom Troop. I'm forgetting his name.
Hisoka.
Bro,
Yeah,
that man a rapist. He a pedophile.
Yeah,
Hey, man, he be getting excited when he thinks about how strong Gon is getting.
he creepy. He real creepy.
Hey man, he's strong though. He just be using bubble gum.
Bro, I wouldn't even call him Gon's rival. He's just like everyone's rival. Everyone that is strong is his rival.
He just likes to mess things up.
He just wants to fight strong people.
I mean, but he had such an infatuation with Gon though, so.
Because he knew his potential.
God. Alright, yeah, you think that's about all for your Hunter x Hunter opinion?
I think so.
You don't like the Phantom Troop at all?
Phantom Troop is cool, but again, that's one of those other things that I don't think they ever got as big of a resolution or play out as they should have.
Bro, that Phantom Troop, they hunting.
Because didn't they have ties with Kurapika too?
Yeah, remember he wants to kill them, but
Killed them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
but they hunting right now.
that was cool though.
Do you remember what happened at the end of the anime with them?
I just remember the part where they pieced up the ants that were... Yeah, they pieced up the ants. That's probably one of my favorite parts of the whole series.
I think something else happened at the very end. I want to say it. I just can't remember if it's in the anime or like the manga right after the anime ended.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
That was dope though, and they had lots of potential and all the other types of stuff. But again, I felt like that was another one of those things that I don't think really had a good end or payoff or anything like that.
I wanted to see more of that little ball kid. That little ball kid that was with them when they were training in the little tower.
Oh yeah.
I was like, this Krillin-looking kid might be the one. Might be the truth.
Oh, you're talking about in the tournament?
Yeah. Don't sleep on the boy.
You can't never sleep. But I give points to Hunter x Hunter though for having the coolest power systems and thought out.
I do like that everyone has a unique, different way of doing it.
Mm-hmm. So I'll give it up for that.
Alright. I like that. Both sides. I guess I will say my personal opinion.
That's wrong.
It's
Yeah,
an opinion, Rob.
All opinions are wrong.
Dang, it's an opinion, Robino.
All right, so as of recently, I'm trying to keep up with all these new animes and stuff. All right, I guess I have two opinions. The first one, I don't really enjoy Doctor Stone that much. It's not that entertaining to me. Just because Doctor Stone, we talked about it before. It's the one where the entire world gets turned to stone, and there's this one genius kid who's trying to basically rebuild civilization from the beginning. And I mean, comedic wise, it's kind of corny to me. You know, some very simple jokes in there. That's nothing really clever. More like gags, I guess, so to speak. Like there's a scene where they have a tournament to see who's going to be the village chief, and then this man steps on a stick and hits another kid in his genitalia. And I was like, oh, okay, wow, what is this, like the 90s? Like when it's, you know? And then the overarching premise of it's interesting, but a lot of the subject matter kind of goes over my head because I don't really understand a lot of the sciencey discussions that's going on. I mean, base level, I'm like, okay, yeah, I understand some of it. But it's kind of like the Big Bang Theory, where there's a laughing track whenever they say some really smart stuff. But in theory, people just laugh just to laugh. But I don't understand what they're saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I don't really think of it as a. I don't think its main thing is comedy though.
right,
So
but
that's why-
I just don't.
that might be
I
why
just
those
don't
don't
enjoy
connect
their
with it.
style of comedy because it's just it's pretty childish to me. And I'm not done with it yet, so I'm not gonna say that I'm not gonna finish it, but I'm just not enjoying it as much as other people have been. I think the mystery behind the entire world being turned to stone is interesting because it's, and then everyone basically still alive even after a couple thousand years, I think, right?
Mhm.
2000
Do you
years passed.
do you think that'll be ever one of those things that ever gets answered in that show? Because
If it never gets answered, this show is trash.
If what gets answered?
how people got turned to stone. Because I'm just thinking in terms of The Walking Dead, right? Nobody knows how the zombies got there, and that's kind of not the point of the show.
Somebody ate an infected burger.
So do you think that Dr. Stone will end up being the same?
I mean, I sure hope not. I sure hope there's some type of resolution to it.
I mean, that's hard to say though, because I think the manga is still going.
I wouldn't doubt that.
Are they alluding to figuring out how?
He's trying to figure it out. The main character.
Well, if he's figuring out,
I mean,
like,
in
trying to
terms of the
figure out-
anime, I feel like it's way too early to know that in the anime. It's only like
Yeah, because they gotta
20
draw it out.
something
You know,
episodes.
they gotta give some suspense to it.
yeah.
It
In
is-
terms of the
it is-
manga though, I don't know because I haven't read that.
It's refreshing that an anime is not strictly centered around action and adventure. I guess instead it's based around the science and what a kid's got to do to try to rebuild civilization. I think that's the overarching premise. I think is very interesting, but the execution itself is something I don't enjoy. That's my unpopular opinion on Dr. Stone. And then my second unpopular anime opinion is that Shokugeki is the best sports anime out right now.
I know that was a lie.
It's-
Cause you all about that haiku.
yeah,
Haiku.
but that Shokugeki is the best sports anime out right now. It's literally this. It's every story you want to see in the NBA. A kid who comes from a rundown town. He barely has a dad. Doesn't even have a dad, and then he just learns on his own from the streets. Well, that's not really true, but he learns on his own, gets into the nicest cooking academy, and he starts taking it over, kind of.
How he not have a dad though?
Well, his dad left for a little bit. My point is,
I don't think so. Well, at least not when he was in the. I guess when he went to the academy,
yeah, his dad went on. He just left him at one point. He was like, "Oh, by the way, I'll be out of here for a little while," and then he was like, "All right, see you later." But there are a lot of aspects of teamwork in it, which always makes a good anime. There's aspects of rivalry. I mean, look at the top seats. People always trying to get in. There's training montages. It's literally just like Rocky.
Dun-dun-dun.
Arguably one of the best sports movies of all time.
and then instead of going to the strip clubs, they just feed them good food.
Yep. What's funnier than orgasming to...
Black man was so confused. He said, "What?"
I didn't know we was going down that route.
we all been there. We've all ate something that took us aback a little bit, you know what I mean?
Oh, alright.
I can't...
I don't know. I never ate anything where it felt like I was being raped by the food.
Oh, they weren't getting raped, bro. It was consent.
No, that's when it's good. When it's bad, though. Like when you ate that peanut butter or that squid covered in peanut butter.
Hey, man. Have you tried it?
I don't want to.
See, that's just a closed mind right there. You just don't want to try it. Come on, kids. You gotta expand your palate.
Hey, you saw what happened when she ate that.
That's true. But you strong. You strong. But anyways, it's better than Haikyuu as a sports anime because I think that the level of competition that's currently in Shokugeki is a little more, how should I say, impactful than the one in Haikyuu, I guess. Because they're literally competing to keep what their school open in Shokugeki, right? Whereas in
It's all on the
Haikyuu,
line.
yep, everything is out there.
Well, they're not competing to keep the school open.
Hey. What are they doing then?
Yeah, explain. Go ahead. Riddle me that one.
In Shokugeki?
Yeah.
Are you talking about, when you say that, are you talking about like the recent season?
Yeah.
That's not to keep the school open. He's not going to close down the school. It's just, he's
They're like trying to change how cooking is done and
yeah, he's like, the way y'all cook is trash, so y'all gotta cook this way. And then they're like, "Nah, bro, we doing it this way." And he's like, "All right, fight me then." That's basically
exactly what I
was.
said.
You said keep the school open. He was not about to. He was not about to close the school.
Why are you always making things up? Oh man, I'm telling you, Shokugeki, the best sports anime out right now. Close second is Haikyuu, and I can't even name a third one. But shout out
no
to
Basket, Hajime no Ippo.
Shout out to Captain Tsubasa getting a video game coming out soon.
Megalobox.
I'm gonna throw FIFA out the window when that comes out.
Hey, it does look really fun.
I'm about to go pro. I'm looking for contracts.
All Out.
It's gonna be lit.
I'm just naming off sports anime at this point.
I know what you're doing. Don't worry. You didn't even watch half of them, did you?
Nope.
Have you seen any sports animes?
No.
You only watch Shokugeki.
I mean, Haikyuu is on my list. I just haven't watched it yet.
I like Haikyuu.
Megalobox is on there too, actually, and I wasn't sure if I want to watch Hajime no Ippo or not.
You should watch it and learn some techniques.
I know that was a madhouse. Well,
Technique.
pretty sure.
Techniques, good word, technique. Alright. Robino, tell us what opinion you have is right
Yeah.
and why there's no disputing it.
So what you want to know is that Fire Force is like the worst trash I've ever seen. Not really. That was a joke.
I know.
But
You want to throw out blasphemy like that, I know.
hey, Soul Eater was good. I was expecting this to be good. This is why I told y'all about that. Sean,
I mean, it is.
You don't like Fire Force?
I do. That wasn't my opinion. I was just saying.
I was gonna say, what?
He's just
You
trying
said-
really hard to be funny.
What you talk about?
He's just really trying to be a hilarious guy. He's,
No, that ain't me. But
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
not
you know.
funny.
Well, see?
I
We thought the same
never,
thing.
I never said I was funny. I'm not a comedian,
And we agree.
but
Uh,
but my opinion is about that My Hero Academia. You wanna know what that is?
go ahead.
And that's the whole point of what we do.
that man, Great Boy. I forgot his name. Mineta.
Yeah,
I don't remember what his first name is, or if that is his first name.
Mineta.
Yeah,
M-I-E-T-A.
that Great Boy is the best hero.
Okay, why?
See, so look, get this. My Hero is being told from the perspective of Great Boy.
Okay.
Because, excuse me, at the start, you hear them say, oh, this is a story about how I became the #1 hero.
Yes.
So this is Great Boy telling his perspective of how he had that rising action. He just wanted to be a hero so he can get some hero booty. He saw all them girls out there. He just wanted to get some of that. But then he goes out there and he gets inspired by people like Midoriya and Todoroki and their growth and seeing what they went through. And he's like, you know what? That's what a hero should be. And he's inspired by that and tries to do his own hero stuff. And then he ends up becoming that #1 hero.
Alright, riddle me this one then, buddy.
Great Boy for president.
Riddle me this one. So you're telling me that Great Boy is better than Naval Laser?
All he gotta do is throw one of those grape things on the navel, and he can't shoot.
You telling me that Naval Laser cannot break through that grape thing that he pulls from his head?
Hey, you saw how it just sticks to people.
But you don't think Naval Laser could be the one?
That man ain't got no strength. He don't hit the gym.
You don't have to. His belly button out there. Putting in that work.
Pew pew.
That one scene.
Everybody gonna die.
That one scene during the when they're trying to get their certification or whatever, and he's like, "I'll do it," and he just shot his naval laser into the air. We're over here, guys. What?
Wasn't he like doing training and he was like doing like this planking stance or something and shooting his laser up in the sky or something like?
Something like that.
No, he was doing that to let people know where they was at.
Yeah.
Wasn't he? Yeah, and he was shooting his laser
We're over here,
from
guys.
his belly in the sky.
What a contribution.
Just the looks on his face too. That man's very eccentric. But
So you think Great Boy is better?
I tell you who's
Great Boy
overrated.
is the new All Might.
I'll tell you who's overrated in the My Hero thing though. It's Frog Girl. Why are people so obsessed with Frog?
John.
People,
You know what? There's
People-
a lot of things about Frog Girl.
people like her as a waifu, I guess.
They like that tongue. That's what.
Like, I'll tell you what, it does make not a lot of sense as to why she seems to get more screen time than the girl that can make objects from her body.
See, that's what I'm saying. She's the better option.
She was only there to make gas masks and what did she do when they went to go rescue Bakugo? She made them clothes or something.
Something like Didn't she
Something like that.
make a cannon or something?
She did
At some point?
something. Yes, I think she did. But I was like, I don't understand why she's not doing nothing else.
Because she insecure.
Okay.
Didn't she say that?
She
What
did
is
say. She said that when she was fighting Tokuyami.
Yeah, and then when she was
That
teamed
bird
up
boy.
with Todoroki.
Oh gosh, she was wasn't she like a direct admin too?
Yeah,
This-
just like Todoroki. That's why she was so insecure about herself, because she's like, he came through the same way, and then he out here doing that thing, and I'm being trash. That's what she was thinking.
she was being trash. She's not wrong. She deserves to be insecure. She better put in that work.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that All Might was like, I see this boy with no powers, and I see this boy who has great boy powers, and was like, I like this great boy guy a little bit more. Just how you telling me?
See, but he didn't need to give Great Boy the one for all, or the all for one for all. I always confuse him. He didn't need to give
I was like,
Great
all
Boy.
for one is
Yeah, he
a
didn't
bad
need,
thing, Rob.
yeah, he didn't need to give him the that. I almost did it again.
Jesus.
The way I remember it is one is selfish and one is
Yeah.
selfless.
Well, it's
Once you think about it, you're like, okay,
it's
yeah,
in
that
the
makes
name. It's in the name.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
it's the same thing though, just reverse. So that end up messing it up. But I mean, he already has his own power, and he's like, oh, I see. He has great potential with that power. He can do his own thing.
I think it's ridiculous that that boy that can talk to animals is also looking like a stone dude for no reason.
Yeah, why does he look like a
He looks like a
stone?
big rock, but he talks to animals. That thing's confusing.
He looked like that Earthbender dude.
Yeah, why though? What is the reason? It's just so strange. His physical appearance has nothing to do with what his powers do.
Then
Same with
there's-
that acid girl. What is she? Is she a lizard?
She
What
an
is she?
alien,
Yeah.
bruh.
She's just an alien.
Yeah, she got those tentacles. Or well, I guess you wouldn't call
No,
them.
she doesn't have tentacles, she has
antennas.
fingers.
Antennas.
Okay, yeah, she has antennas. Yeah, that's true. I just
And
don't
then-
understand.
Then there's the dude with the tail. His powers just
That
have a
dude's
tail.
a,
Yeah,
I think that dude is a goat. He's gonna be strong.
He gonna be whacking boys with that
He
tail.
gonna be
Just
hitting them
watch.
Jackie Chan moves on them.
His
That-
whole
that tail-
outfit is just a gi.
That tail is gonna block like everything. It's gonna block like an All Might punch. Like
I just
Just
can't
watch.
believe everybody got an outfit.
United
and he
States
was
of
like,
Smash.
Let me get this gi.
yes, it's gonna block United States.
What about that? What is it? Consecutive serious punches that Deku did. In the last
Hey, I saw that. I was like, bro, is this One Punch Man?
consecutive serious punches, dude. That's what that was. It was legit. They legit did off one punch hard.
Wait, have you seen this yet, Flyman? The
Yeah,
new
I see
season?
it. yeah.
Yeah,
Man.
them
some
consecutive normal punches.
So, have you seen the latest episode? Like, not today's, but last week?
I watched last week's. Yeah,
Was that the one with Night Eye?
correct.
Yeah, I saw it.
See, so like, I don't know how I was confused because I'm reading the manga. I don't know how. I guess I was confused about how Overhaul goes out because for some reason I thought he died, but
Oh, right.
I guess he doesn't. I just thought he did.
I mean, he damn near died.
Well, yeah, in a way.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about when they're in the ambulance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I thought he showed up and like killed that man, like while he was all held down.
They had to fight the Sandman.
Yeah, but in the I don't know why in the manga. I guess maybe I just don't know how to read. But that man, I thought he showed up and just disintegrated him, and I was like, bro, how they gonna take Overhaul out like that? Like Overhaul, I think he's one of my favorite villains in that show. Him and Stain. But then Stain. Just,
Also, you that lizard boy, huh?
Okay. All right,
No.
here. Okay, but here secretly, I know bits and pieces from them. Right? Does Overhaul story continue much after this arc?
You're saying like, does he come back up again?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, but Stain does though, right?
I mean, not.
I mean, I don't want to
yet.
spoil it, but I know he
Not yet.
Not yet. I mean, I'll say that recently in the like latest chapter, they mentioned going to talk to him in jail, but I don't think he came up again before that since his thing, unless I'm just remembering that wrong.
Oh, okay. I thought he did. All right, but that's
Unless it might have been a flashback. I don't know. I could just be remembering it wrong because this whole overhaul arc came out 2 years ago. Well, technically 3 because I think it was in 2017.
you like Overhaul more than
All for One.
Tomura?
yeah.
I think so. I feel like Tomura is kind of a brat.
Yeah. He's just unstable.
Yeah, I don't really understand why the others kind of rock with him like that. But I mean,
he isn't a stable. He doesn't inspire leadership or anything like that.
nah.
He ends up getting backstory though. Like you find out stuff about him.
I'm sure.
Like why
yeah.
he is the way he is.
I
Makes
mean,
sense.
if I had to guess, I bet he's so screwed because he's probably accidentally killed people very close to him because of his quirk. So
You gonna find out things in his backstory.
tell me I'm not right.
I like that man Dobby. That man Dobby is strong.
Hey,
It don't even make sense about.
have y'all heard the theories for him?
I've
Of
heard.
course I have.
I think the coolest thing Dobby has going for him is the theories, because other than that, he just seems like the
Well, That
cool
man's
looking villain.
he's just question marks basically. We don't know about him.
Nobody knows.
What's the theories that y'all know? Because I don't know if I wanna.
I only
Say
know the
anything.
one where he is what's his name? Todoroki's long brother or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
That's
the
the only
theory
one I
I'm
know.
talking about.
I don't know any other ones.
and that's a very interesting theory, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's kind of like I feel like it's very rare for people to have the same quirk, so it makes
mean-
some sense.
It's not even. There's nothing. I don't think there's anything in the manga to dissuade that theory either.
I'm sure people are just playing with the thought of it,
Hey,
and they might throw it in there. When
I'm
the
not
time
gonna lie.
comes.
Out of all the theories, I think it makes the most sense.
I
so
think it
far,
does. I think it does.
based off of what we've learned in the manga and stuff.
Yeah. You
Hey,
know what?
I got another unpopular opinion, but go ahead and finish your thought if we're still on this topic, JT.
I think Best Genius didn't get his time to shine as much.
No, he didn't, man. He out here
That man got punched.
sewing themes with
Exactly.
jeans, bro.
He
I did not
injured.
think jeans could be denim. Denim? I got a few denim jackets. They're pretty hefty, dude.
that man tried to fix Bakugo.
That denim no
He
joke.
had Bakugo in jeans.
He had that man. He had that man's hair gelled.
Yeah. I was like, this man a goat. He trying to tame Bakugo.
Yeah.
It's so crazy when like I don't know when they get creative with powers like that.
Yeah.
That was pretty
This
crazy. Stitch. I make stitches.
I do want to say that. I do want to say that I don't actually believe that Minato thing. That was just me saying stuff.
Also, you're not gonna follow through.
Nope, I'm not.
Rob probably doesn't have unpopular opinions. Do
just
you,
follows the
Robino?
meta.
Robino, do you have any unpopular opinions?
It probably would have been the one we was talking about before we started
I got
recording.
one. I got one.
All right, let us know, Fly.
All right. The power level system and quantifying power levels is so stupid
In what?
in anime in general.
Just in general.
In any anime, it is so stupid to quantify
Like
somebody's
in,
power level.
like in Naruto, how these little kids out here fighting these grown shinobi,
Right.
They're fighting
It's-
for real Jonin.
and
It's
they
so
just supposed to
stupid.
be like a Guinean or something.
One of the biggest offenders I can think of this is freaking
Dragon Ball.
no.
That
Seven
baby
Deadly
boy
Sins.
Gohan.
I would say Dragon Ball to a degree, but I think Dragon Ball works around it in ways because they keep just going higher and higher. People they fight are higher and higher.
Once you level up.
Right. But I feel like freaking what is it? Seven Deadly Sins. I feel like Seven Deadly Sins is the biggest offender.
I said that.
of power levels. Okay,
They talk
'Cause
about
when they-
power levels too.
They do
When they
be
s-
making it up.
right. And when they started quantifying like people's power levels, I was like, this is stupid. I was
Yeah,
like,
at the beginning of season 2, they gave
I was like-
Hawk a little tracker to see
Right.
how.
I was like, why are we doing this? This is stupid. And then I think it's even more stupid because it furthers like screws up the stuff, right? Because one thing it was a problem I noticed in the first season, but I didn't mind it, was how like these people was shown off to be like stupid, crazy strong, like Guild Thunder and all this other types of stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
And then compared to somebody else who seemed like equal, they get like thrashed, and I'm like, this makes no
They
sense.
would be getting mollywopped.
Who seem equal? Like who?
I'm trying to remember, but I remember Guild Thunder was going just ham throughout the whole
Yeah.
whole season, right? And then like just somebody who seemed like if Guild Thunder was that crazy strong, then he goes up against this one person, and this person like thrashes him. Like,
See, I don't remember who they compared them to. I only remember the comparisons to the Sins, who were like stronger than everybody for no reason.
well, yeah, I mean,
I still don't understand how strong Diana is.
Who?
Dion.
Oh, Diana.
Sure.
Yeah.
Diana. I don't understand how strong she is. I'm very confused because she looked like she be getting pieced up by everybody.
Well, she just don't know how to use her powers. Her giant powers, that is.
That's why I'm like, when is she gonna learn? They're at war. Everybody
mean-
else is like throwing hands.
They
And I
learned in
know-
the new season, I think.
Yeah, they do because they. Somewhat spoilers. They have to go back into the past.
Samurai Jack.
I heard that people don't really like the newer season because of the animation or something like that.
The
Yeah.
animation looks weird. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Bro, I sent somebody a picture. It was the moment when Meliodas was laying on that bed and he sat up, and it was like the frame right before he sat up. Bro, that that man, it looked like a little kid drew that. But
But
I
yeah,
don't
man.
know. The manga's on
I-
a whole different level though. I'm not even gonna lie. In terms of powers, I'm just like, how is this happening? Like what?
Yeah, see, it makes no sense. It's stupid.
Like I'm not gonna lie. Recently there was somebody who came through and they like warp in reality and all this other stuff, and I'm like, huh?
it's like power creep. It's like crazy in like Seven Deadly Sins. Like it's like to stupid levels of power creep. Every person is like stupid levels of power creep. And like Dragon Ball, the power creep is like gradual, okay? Like it's understandable power creep. But in Seven Deadly Sins, the power creep is like so shocking each level, each person they fight. It's like
Yeah.
it's
And then-
ridiculous.
You actually you get to a point where it's like, because in the beginning stuff, it's like the first, like the all the seven deadly sins in general, they all just seem overpowered compared to everyone. But then you
Yeah.
get to a point where there's a certain amount of the seven deadly sins that are just overpowered in general. Even among the other sins, it's just like, bro, you ain't touching them. It's like you
Yeah.
wanted them, but you ain't touching him. Like some of them, it makes sense because like you know what Meliodas is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I guess he makes sense, but that lion man, he makes sense to me. To you guys, he probably doesn't.
I don't know. We don't know his backstory yet, but man, he's strong. He's that strong man. Jeez, man.
I feel like the strongest ones are that lion man,
Uh-huh.
Meliodas, and Merlin.
Merlin, yeah, for sure. Once King starts, stop being a little baby boy, I think he could be up there.
King gets up there, but I mean he's still king.
Still a baby boy. That man Bond just a normal man that can't die. I respect that. And he's still pulling up.
And he's still what?
He's still pulling up. He got the most heart out of all of them.
Hey, he basically has the same power as Kazuma and Konosuba. That still. Have you seen Konosuba? In basically in Konosuba, he has this power that doesn't really matter. It's just to steal stuff, so he like steals people's panties sometimes. Yeah, so like that's basically what Bond has. He just be stealing stuff.
You just had to relate. He don't just be stealing panties though. He be stealing things that
I'm not saying it in the same way. Like
yeah, I know.
Kazuma
but-
doesn't have to steal panties. He just does it.
yeah, but that's the example you brought.
Because that's like the only thing he steals with it.
Jesus.
That man's like a high school dude. You know how they make high school characters in anime?
Yeah, like your
they
boy
all
Minato.
perverts. Like
Your
what?
boy Minato is the biggest pervert in the entire show. One of the biggest perverts in all of anime.
Hey, he's cooled off though.
He is. That's because you. I mean, I don't know where you at in the manga, but on the show, he hasn't popped up yet. So
That's true. I haven't seen him in a minute.
I mean, he pops up in the manga, but it seems like he doesn't do that as much anymore. I don't even remember the last time he's done something like that.
Oh, another hot take. Inosuke from Demon Slayer is trash.
hey, man,
He had no formal training. He's. I only seen him win one fight.
it's the fact that he has no formal training that he is able to do things he can do.
Yeah, he's like the
He can't do nothing.
He's the unorthodox person.
He can't do anything. He can smell people.
But so can Tanjiro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so can Zensu. However you say his name.
Tanjiro!
Yeah, Lightning Boy just want to get some booty.
Lightning Boy's just trying to get married before it's his time. He don't want to have to go out without getting that booty.
Tanjiro!
Oh man, that man Inosuke doesn't contribute a whole lot. The comedic relief and just pure brawn strength.
That man
Yeah.
dumb too. Some of those moments, like the looks on his face.
They really completely dumb.
Oh, shoot.
Wasn't he like going crazy over fabric and the sheets or something like that? Cause isn't his like
They was freak-
like isn't his style sense, right? Like his sensors
Yeah.
are knocked up, and so like I was just assuming it was because his senses was going crazy because the sheets was so nice.
Wait, no, but what is his? Cause Zensu, he's like the hearing. Tanjiro's the smell. What was?
He can just
he's
sense
Phil.
He can,
Yeah.
he can sense things around him,
The way he feels.
Right. Yeah.
but it's a larger radius than the other two.
He freaked out on that train though.
Remember when that man brought him new swords? He got a rock and he started cutting.
Oh yeah,
He started making his swords again.
he was about to
And
beat that
that's
man up.
The swordman was like, "What are you doing?"
Them sword people are crazy. They have those weird masks, and then they always trying to kill somebody.
They are pretty strange. I'm not gonna lie to you. Well, does anyone else have any last-minute opinions that they want to get off?
I am the Great Robino.
Shut up.
It's not even an opinion. That's literally your name. That's just. All right.
Hey, I didn't even have to mention Fate this time because you guys mentioned it for me.
And our opinion on Fate is that it's not worth our time.
Factual. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
I'm good, man.
It's not even a rabbit hole. You just gotta skim the surface and keep going.
No, it's a
I'm the
rabbit
one.
hole.
I'm the one who went down the rabbit hole. I went in the rabbit hole for you to tell you that you don't have to go there.
And we left you down there.
Yeah. See that's what I'm saying. You just come, you look into the rabbit hole, and then you keep going.
No, I'm not even gonna appear. I'm gonna act like I didn't see nothing. We'll just leave you down there.
So what? It's like those one memes where people are walking in the water, and then there's a hole in the water, and they just fall down. And you're just gonna keep walking. You're not gonna try to save me.
What?
It's gonna be like when our friend drowned.
Hey, so in that instance, because I can't swim, so I was literally on the side watching. I couldn't do anything.
We see this man Rabino's hand.
You're going to be the one drowning. We're going to be the ones looking at.
All we see is Rabino's hand coming out the hole, and it just starts slowly going down.
Bro.
Get us out of here, man. Okay, baby. Get us out of here.
Who's getting us out of here? Me, right?
Yeah.
You always get us out of here.
Hey,
It's
yo.
her baby too.
First
yo.
he ain't know that we was trying to talk to him, and now he don't know. He don't know how to
Hey,
do
yo.
the intro.
Hey, yo. We have made some people mad today with our unpopular opinions, but it's been your boys here. The Great Robino,
Yeah, that me.
JT,
Jackson
eight-
Taxon.
Jackson Texan, got it, and the Flyman. And yo, remember, always respect.
Respect that too.
Yeah.
Tilt.